Hello YouTube fam, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a bit more chill, serious. Get your teacup, because today we're going to talk. It's my first talk on this channel. I'm filming this at nighttime in my home, so I hope it will be okay to film this. Hi guys, so while editing this I realized a few stuff that I needed to say before you continue watching the video. So first of all, it's a very raw video. I will try not to edit much since it's a very serious topic and it's a talk. Second of all, the video will be a bit messy because I film with my phone and my phone decided to go off a few times during this video. So I had to refilm some of the footage, and now I realized that some of the footage I didn't film. So I will tell you that in the video, of course, and you will see me again on this setup, continuing a little part of the video that is completely gone. And I hope you don't mind. I film now on my MacBook because I'm too scared to do that with my phone right now. So I will do that. Have fun watching this video. I hope you don't mind. Again, I'm sorry. And I'm gonna address a topic that I wanted to talk about for so long, but let's just say I do makeup videos, but sometimes you just want to talk and be real and be more about just a beauty channel. Today this is what I will try to achieve with this video. So I got my, however you call this in English, my book, my notes in here. So this is, I actually had this for so long, but it's 2019, and I was like, let's use this, let's dedicate this for YouTube. I got my notes here like a real YouTuber because I'm trying to be one. Okay, so I don't know how I'm gonna title this video, like how to cope with anxiety, how to deal with anxiety, how to be mentally healthy. Like, I'm not talking about, first of all, disclaimer, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a professional of health, I'm just a human being that's trying to help you with my experience. Nothing more. Like, I'm saying something, that doesn't mean it will be right for you or that it will help you for sure. It might, but it might also not. Just saying. So how to deal with anxiety and how to be mentally more healthy and be less depressed with life, because nowadays, let's be honest, everyone is depressed, everyone is sad, everyone gets sad. And of course you have different levels of depression, but I'm talking about like really low, not really high depression where you have to get to the doctors and stuff, but something that you can. Okay, I'm not a native English speaker, I'm just trying. So something that's easy to heal, let's just say. So first of all, I'm gonna talk about my side of the story really quickly without going to the details, because I just think it's my story and you don't need to know everything, just some things. So basically my anxiety, like I have anxiety attacks, which leads to other things. So basically, just a little background of me. I was a very happy child when I was a kid. I was always confident, I had friends, I was very happy. Then came teenage times, however you call that. You get in high school, like in Luxembourg you have high school 7 years. So you don't have like middle school and then high school, you have primary school and high school. So for me it was high school. It was really tough because I didn't know anyone in my first year of high school, so I had to get to know people. With being a teenager and all that stuff and hormones and your body is trying to change, it's not always easy. So I had a really tough time during those, let's say the 4 years of, like the first 4 years, like middle school, I think it's called in America, like and I had a really hard time dealing with people, especially bullying and stuff. Yeah, I was bullied as a child. I'm saying out loud, I don't care. If you're watching this, I don't care, because now I'm happy. So I have no problem with that. I had a hard time dealing with that, in dealing with people, trying to understand people, why are people doing this or doing that, and blah 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 blah, which leads to bad results in school because I was only focused on people, why. So that's a bit of my background story. Then when you get older, the last years I tried to focus on me and on my graduation, so I just forgot everything, and I also met new people. I made good friends at the end. Not much, but I prefer having like 3 friends and they're amazing than having 20 and they're all wrong and fake. No offense to the people that have really good friends, like much friends, but I'm uncomfortable with that. So with that being said, nowadays I have anxiety still. I think it's because of what happened when I was younger that I kind of have anxiety today. So that was my background story, which made me insecure about myself, of course. Now about me and how my anxiety is looking. And then I'm going to talk about how I cope with it, so that you guys can understand and that I can give you examples. So basically my anxiety is a bit like that. Like, I have anxiety attacks. I don't know if I really can tell, like, I haven't seen a professional to confirm this, but I feel it. Like, I have anxiety. I don't know how bad it is, but I know I have it. And it's normal to have anxiety. Like, everyone has to have anxiety, because if you're in danger and you're not anxious, then it's dangerous. So everyone has it, but some people have it more, and that gets annoying. Like me, for example, because in some situations where you don't have to be anxious, you're anxious, and that's a problem. So basically my anxiety looks like that. So I have anxiety attacks. I can't really tell when, but in certain circumstances, in certain situations, I start feeling insecure. I start having like panicking. I'm starting getting out of breath. Like if you're in front of a stage and you're afraid to talk in front of people, for example, you feel like your belly is getting tight. Like, I have an expression in French that I'm trying to explain in English, but like, I feel very nervous. My heart races so much. I start sweating, I start shaking, sometimes I start crying, and yeah, I have a really hard time to breathe in those situations and to think clearly. Like, in that situation, my mind just goes crazy and crazy and crazy, and I don't really think rationally at that time. Like, I have weird thoughts, like not death thoughts, I'm not suicidal, but like really weird thoughts. I start thinking about everything and nothing and worrying about everything, although I don't have to. And yeah, that weird feeling in my stomach, and in those situations usually I can't eat. So I don't have an eating disorder, but in those period of times I have hard times eating, but I kind of can deal with that since I love food. Like, the food is not the problem, it's just me. So this is a bit how I have my anxiety attacks, and some people don't understand that, and it's totally fine. This is why I'm trying to explain it. And during that moment, I really just need to go somewhere and be alone or call someone, because if I'm not doing that, then I'm freaking out. And usually afterwards, when the attack is over, I just realize, why did I just do that? Like, nothing happens, I'm not in danger, but I still happen to do that. So yeah, so that's for me how my anxiety attacks are, but I still can't explain like in which circumstances they happen. Sometimes they happen when I'm around too much people that I don't know. Then I'm freaking out because like I'm afraid to be judged by all those people that don't know me, and I feel like everyone is looking at me, and I'm like, please don't look at me, please don't touch me, please don't talk to me. you know, that kind of stuff. But with the time I start calming down and talking to people, like, I love socializing actually, but I don't know, since I have those panic attacks, it seems really weird when I'm around too much people. And in stress situations, I have this also during exams. I start freaking out completely and then I forget everything. But with the methods that I will explain to you later, I managed to write my exams. And yeah, this is why I'm afraid to do some stuff because of those panic attacks, because I know they will happen and I know that I have to deal with that. And not everyone understands it. So a lot of people are like, why? There's no need. But I'm like, but I don't know. I have the need too. Like, I have the need to freak out at that moment because my body tells me to do it. And yeah, basically they manifest? Like, they look like what I described. So I hope this made sense for you. If you have panic attacks too, just write down a comment down below and tell me how your attacks are and how that affects you and how you cope with it. And yeah, so now I'm gonna talk. Yeah, I hope I described them clearly. If not, you can DM me, I will explain it to you. But yeah, as I said, it's my point of view, it's how I have my attacks. It doesn't mean that everyone out there has the same attack as I have. Like, it's just me. Or maybe you have the same thing, comment down below. So, you know. So I hope this made sense for you. If you have panic attacks too, just write down a comment down below and tell me how your attacks are and how that affects you and how you cope with it. This phone plays with my nerves, I'm telling you. Because every time it goes off, I'm freaking out. That much about panic attacks. So I have to rush, so I'm gonna rush through this. I was saying, go to a safe place and chill out, first of all. Then what's very important when you're in a safe place is to do the abdominal breathing. Basically, when you breathe in, you will fill up your stomach with air and you will push your stomach out. And then you breathe out and you will push the air out and put your stomach in, you know, like out, in, out, in. That's basically abdominal breathing, and it has been proven that this breathing helps you to de-stress and to just be chill. So do that in your in your safe place. The second thing I wrote down is recognize you have a panic attack. Because the moment you recognize you have it, you can start thinking, okay, I have it, but why? Like, am I in danger? Is something happening? No. So I don't need to panic because there's no need to, because I'm safe. Something like that. And then, yeah, meditation, as I said before, but this is something you have to do on a daily basis. Or you can meditate. Yeah, actually you can do that. In your safe place, you can take a moment and meditate 5 minutes. And if you can't, then do it at home every day. It helps. Hello, as I said, I will come back here and finish a part of the video that has been deleted. So I stopped by telling you guys that meditation is a really good thing. It's really relaxing and it relaxes your muscles. And yeah, there are a lot of techniques out there, but yeah, basically it relaxes your muscles. And since you're in a panic attack and stress, what's better than just relaxing your muscles? Then I would suggest you to try out Lavender Essential Oil. Just in general, essential oils are really good when it comes to stuff like that because it's natural. And the fact that you smell it, it will calm you down instantly. So it's a very nice thing to do. I always have essential oil on me when I don't forget it, but I have it usually in my purse, and when I feel like I'm getting anxious before an exam, for example, or stuff like that, I will just put some on my hands and just smell it and just let it do its thing. Then I also wrote down the, how do you call that, like the 5 4 3 2 1 technique, the countdown technique. I don't remember, but basically you just have to think about 5 things you see, 4 things you hear, 3 things you touch, 2 things you smell, and 1 thing you taste. And basically by doing that, you will think about something else in your panic attack, and it will relax you and help you to calm down. So then the last thing I wrote down to how to cope with anxiety is basically write down how you feel before and afterwards. When you have, if you're able to write, I don't know, like depending on where you are, but if you are at home, just take something to write down what you feel right now in your panic attack and read it afterwards, so you can re-see like that your panic attack was actually made nonsense and that you had no reason to do it. Basically have an anxiety diary. I have it too, so that you can reread all your attacks and then you can realize that you don't have to do that. So that's it for my little part here. I will let you watch the rest of the video again. I'm sorry. And yeah. Thank you iPhone 6 for deleting a part of my footage. Now I have to do a part of the video that has been deleted apparently on my phone. So I hope it made sense. I don't know exactly where it got cut, but I was talking about my anxiety attacks. Basically how I deal with it in general, like how to deal in general with mental health, how to be more happy, and how to deal with everything like that I will talk about now, and I hope the video will not be cut. So basically it's to get help, get professional help if you need it. Talk to someone. If you want to talk to your friend, to your mom, to your family, to a doctor, do it. You're free to do it. No one will judge you. It's your choice. I didn't want to do that because I'm a bit afraid of, like, I'm not a fan of taking meds, like especially if it plays with your emotions. I find it scary that a pill can regulate your emotions, so no. You can also use apps. I use 2 apps. I use Moodpath and Stress Check. You can find those 2 apps on the App Store. I'm not sponsored by them at all. I'm just mentioning them because I use them in my daily life, basically. I don't really remember the difference between the 2, but I know that they help you. One will ask you everyday questions on how you're doing, and then you can see the progression of how you were 2 weeks ago if you were really sad and now you're happy, and they will help you. And another app is more about your emotions, if you feel sad, if you feel not sad today, if you have worked out today, if you have eaten today, things like that. And also I recommend reading books. I, for example, read The Secret. If you believe in the law of attraction, you know what I mean. If not, that's your choice. I respect it, but I think it's a nice thing about positivity. Like, just inform yourself about the law of attraction. It's a good thing to know. I also have French books that I will link down below about a doctor, a psych, do we say that, like a doctor that specializes in anxiety and depression. And his book is really nice because he explains you first what's anxiety, like you need to know what you have, and then he will talk to you about what you can do about it, like all the solutions, from the simple like anxiety attack that everyone has to the deepest anxiety attacks to the worst anxiety attacks. Like every type of anxiety attack, of depression, he will mention in his book, so you will be able to identify to which one is yours. And then he will also talk about how to deal with it, if you have to see a professional or not. Everything is in his book. I will read it down below. Again, not sponsored. I've just read it and I use it in a daily life. Just search for books about anxiety. Then you have to surround yourself with good people. Now I'm really pissed because I've said so much things in my clip that got deleted, but I will try to do this fast because I'm afraid that, again, this goes off. But yeah, So basically, surround yourself with good people. If you surround yourself with people that will tear you down, that are every day in a bad mood, that are rude to you, that are not helping you in life to get where you want to go, you have to cut them off, because they won't help you in life. People who want to help you in life, who really love you, they will help you get where you want to get. Like, get yourself friends or find someone who has the same goal as you, so you can push yourselves together. Look for people who will push you and not people who will tear you down with their problems. Like, it's okay to have problems, but don't tear people down. You have to help people. You have to lift your friends up and not down. So yeah, so surround yourself with good people, with positive people, and not with negative ones. Yeah, get inspired. Personally, since I started being active on YouTube, I watch so many YouTubers who inspire me. If I find their channel, I will link them down below, because they helped me go through tough times. And I also find it interesting because if you inspire people, if you tell people to do something, you feel obligated to do it. So if you inspire people, you will feel obligated to get shit done, basically. So this is why I do this, because I know when I will look back, I will know that I have to do it. So that's what helped me as well, inspire people and get inspired. And also set goals in life. I don't want to tell this again, but you know, I failed med school, I was depressed, I was sad, but then I was like, why? No, I'm in biology, I love makeup, I want to work in the makeup industry, do the makeup myself in the lab. Why did I choose medicine? Like, you know, just choose something that makes you happy. You have to have a goal in life. I want to do this, so I'm going to do this, this, and this to get there. If you're busy, if you keep your mind busy, you won't be sad. And then this goes with the thing I'm gonna say now. You have to have a routine. If you do certain things every day, you will get used to it and your mind will get busy and you will feel better. Have a morning routine, have a night routine. There are a lot of routines, a lot of productive morning routines out there. I can link you a channel down below, like study channels, you know. They motivate me personally to get up at 7 in the morning and get productive, like get shit done. Like instead of being on Instagram in the mornings, like read. Reading is so good, or listen to audiobooks. It's also good in the morning to have a clear full mind to start your day right. Also do yoga, do sports. This is my next argument. You have to have a physical activity, do sports, do yoga, whatever, but you have to be active so that your body feels good. Of course, if you can't exercise, I'm sorry, but like if you can, you have no problems, do it. Then eat habits. It's so important to eat healthy. I know it's cheesy to say that, but if you have bad eat habits, it will affect your mind and your emotions and your feelings, because everything you put in your body will affect you in any way, you know. So try to eat healthy. There are a lot of, again, YouTube, Instagram accounts to inspire you to eat better. Do that, try that out, you will see, you will feel way much better. Also, an important thing is sleep. Get your sleep together. Don't sleep too much and don't sleep too less. Your body needs sleep. If you deprive your body from sleep, it's normal that you will be moody, grumpy, and not happy and in a bad mood. You have to sleep. And then do what you love in life. You have to have a you moment. I can understand that people at the end of the day, they don't have time to do shit, like they just want to Netflix and chill. But it's really important that at the end of the day, if you get everything done that you had to do, just take a moment, do your mask, do your spa time, do your football time, do your game time, but you do you, and you will see a difference. You will be happier because you have done something apart from your job or your uni life. You will have done something that makes you happy. And last but not least is live in the present. Everyone has a past, if it's good or bad, whatever. But if you live in the past, you will never get forward, you will never be happy. Because the past is the past, you cannot change the past, you can only change your future. But to change your future, you have to live the present. So you're now, right here, right now, you're your own boss. So just live now, because it's now that you can change things, not before.